Good afternoon, my name is Robbie Robinson with your 1pm bulletin. First up, Merseyside Police are continuing to carry out raids around the city in their latest bid to tackle the surge of gun and drug crime. Operation Bandit is focused on the Knowsley area of the city. Our reporter Nafi Wernsing joins us live.
We know so far is that 5 men and 2 women have been arrested and £2,000 has been seized from a property in Town Hill this morning as a result of a raid conducted by Merseyside Police. This combination is part of a 5-month operation targeting those using gun and crime violence in Kirkby, and as we speak, searches are still ongoing. Assistant Chief Constable Ian McCritchley wanted to thank members of the public for coming forward with information. Yet the worrying bit though is that as of October 2019, it's seen the highest rise in violent crime since 2010. But as of last week, Chief Constable Andy Cook has described those figures as just a blip. Back to you in the studio. Good afternoon and welcome to Liverpool Live. I'm Nafi Wernsing.
And I'm Harriet Morphy-Morris with the latest news from across Merseyside.
Our top stories today. Storm Ciara has hit the city of Liverpool with strong winds and rain.
Residents of the Wirral have been donating to those in quarantine.
A Liverpool pub is now just as important as Buckingham Palace.
Flood warnings are in force across Merseyside as Storm Ciara continues to cause traffic chaos.
Unconfirmed reports of a rescue following severe flooding along the promenade. Rural Council have warned people to stay away from the area and confirmed that King's Parade and Coastal Drive have both been closed for safety reasons. The high waves and floods come as Storm Ciara goes into its 3rd day. Winds reaching up to speeds of 80 miles per hour have caused significant disruption in Liverpool city centre. Crown Street remains closed after 13 solar panels were blown off the roof of the new Clatterbridge Cancer Centre on Monday. The council said that construction company Lang O'Rourke are monitoring the building 24/7. The road is expected to be closed until Thursday morning as repairs take place. Other building sites in the city have also faced disruption as workers have been told not to use scaffolding. Liverpool waterfront museums have reopened after closing due to the storm on the weekend, but winds are still high at the Albert Docks as waves continue to crash over the railings. Rihanna Smith, Liverpool Live.
Quarantine residents of Arrow Park Hospital are said to be struggling with the cabin fever. A community on the Wirral have been lifting the spirits on the residents since they arrived 12 days ago by creating a Facebook group. Our reporter Sophie Drew has more.
More than 1,300 people, mainly from the Wirral, have joined together to offer support and entertainment to those quarantined in Arrow Park Hospital.
I want people to be compassionate and be kind. It costs nothing and it makes the world a difference. So after we started the group up and then some of the people who were in quarantine joined the group, we could interact with them and ask them what it was that they actually needed.
93 people are currently in quarantine at the hospital. This includes children as young as 5 years old. Arrow Park has been named the official centre for coronavirus quarantine, and as the death toll reaches 1,000 people, there is no way of knowing when the hospital will be able to return to normality.
There was a lady, she couldn't sleep and she wanted some wool and knitting equipment. She'd left Wuhan and she'd not been able to get birthday presents for her granddaughters, so she wanted to knit them cardigans. So we got all of that stuff for her, and the message we got back was she cried. She was so overwhelmed at the kindness of the people on the Wirral who'd actually provided all this stuff, which is great, and now she's busy knitting away.
After 12 days of isolation, the Coronavirus Compassionate Facebook page has allowed the hospital's most secluded residents some much-needed interaction with the outside world.
Some of them have said to me that they're looking outside and they want to go out and go for a run because the park looks beautiful, and it's frustrating being stuck inside. So from that perspective, it must be really hard.
Once the residents have all been discharged, the group intend to keep up the positivity and get behind other causes in the region. This is Sophie Drew for Liverpool Life.
Our health correspondent Sophie Drew is here with us in the studio. Sophie, could you tell us some more details and more specifically about the alleged super spreader?
Yes, so it was announced this afternoon that the super spreader is actually called Steve Walsh. He's 53 and he's currently being quarantined in St Thomas Hospital in London, although he has now fully recovered. He issued a statement where he said, "I would like to thank the NHS for their help and care."
And now for the weather. Storm Kira continues to cause mayhem across Merseyside. We go live with our reporter Rihanna Smith, who has more.
Thanks, Nappy. And as you can see, Storm Kira is very much still with us here. In Liverpool, we can expect winds today of up to 60 miles per hour. As you can see behind me, the waves are coming up and over the shore. Many people here have been caught out by them. There are expected hailstorms for this afternoon. Flood warnings have been issued for Hollylake, New Brighton and Warrington, so take care in those areas. Apart from the rest of the week, it's supposed to be slightly drizzly, but this storm is soon to end. Hopefully by tomorrow. Back to you in the nice warm studio, Naffy.
Thanks, Rihanna. We'll leave this here for you.